Welcome to Daily Bible Benefits. Today is Friday, September 22nd. On this day in 1862, President Abraham Lincoln issues the preliminary Emancipation Proclamation, which declares that as of January 1st, 1863, all enslaved people in the states currently engaged in rebellion against the Union shall be thenceforward and forever free. Today on the broadcast, I'll be talking about Stephen's sermon, part 2, Acts chapter 7, verses 17 through 29. For when the time of the promise drew near, or nigh, which God had sworn to Abraham, the people grew and multiplied in Egypt, till another king arose, which knew not Joseph. The same dealt subtilly with our kindred, and evil entreated our fathers, so that they cast out their young children, to the end that they might not live. In which time Moses was born, and was exceeding fair, and nourished up in his father's house 3 months. When he was cast out, Pharaoh's daughter took him up, and nourished him for her own son. And Moses was learned in all the wisdom of the Egyptians, and was mighty in words and in deeds. And when he was full 40 years old, it came into his heart to visit his brethren, the children of Israel. And seeing one of them suffer wrong, he defended him, and avenged him that was oppressed, and smote the Egyptian. For he supposed his brethren would have understood how that God by his hand would deliver them. But they understood not. And the next day he showed himself unto them as they strove, and would have set them at one again, saying, Sirs, ye are brethren, why do ye wrong one to another? But he that did his neighbor wrong thrust him away, saying, Who made thee a ruler and a judge over us? Wilt thou kill me as thou didst the Egyptian yesterday? Then fled Moses at this saying, and was a stranger in the land of Madian, where he begat 2 sons. A sermon without the gospel. The story is told of 3 people who went into a church. The first was a businessman who had failed and was contemplating suicide. The second was a prodigal youth, deep in sin, who was planning a robbery. The third was a young woman who was tempted to depart from the path of virtue. The service started, the choir arose and sang an anthem about building the walls of Zion. The minister addressed an eloquent prayer to the Lord, and then preached on the theme, Is Mars inhabited? Afterward, the businessman committed suicide. The boy stole and landed in jail, and the young woman begat a life of moral shame. What might have happened if only the gospel of personal salvation in Christ had been preached? Thank you for tuning in to Daily Bible Benefits. Have a good and godly day.